All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Chad's Home. Today we have a special guest from San Dimas, kicked off the streets. What's up, y'all?
What's up? How you doing, Chad?
Thanks for coming, the Rowdy Boys.
Yeah.
And I wanted to talk about that because that's kind of how you guys like bill yourself, right? Rowdy Boys for San Dimas. And your shows are just like absolutely insane. Was that an important thing when you started the band, like the live aspect you really wanted to hone in on?
Definitely. I think we looked up to a lot of bands in the scene like Beach Bums and saw how crazy they got at their shows. And then, our influences are a lot of punk bands that are just gnarly when they play live and just so inspiring. So I think we took up on like a lot of our influences and stuff like that.
Yeah. Were you always pretty nuts, like from the beginning, or did it take a while to like?
I think we were more nuts. I used to roll on the ground, and I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, but it took us a while to get a following too. Like we played to like no one for a long time.
Yeah.
Just empty dirt backyards, and we were going crazy as fuck. And there's like 4 people like, what the hell is going on, dude?
Like settle down.
Well, I feel like a big thing too is that we were already kind of weird before like we played in a band, like doing like me and him would just stories of just weird shit, and like I feel like we just started bringing that to like, I feel the band, and like just people went with it and we went with it. It was just like kind of cool, like just almost doing random shit and just like I'm having a good time with it. That's all I know.
Yeah,
promise.
I promise you, Chris.
To wrap it up, that's what he's having.
To wrap it.
So you guys knew each other first, and that's kind of how it all started?
Yeah, we went to high school together, and then my grandparents used to babysit him, so I've known him since he was a little kid.
Nice.
And Milo, I went to elementary school with him, so I've known him. Yeah, we just known each other for a long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
And playing like the dirt backyards, like not a lot of people. Where were those like first shows? Because San Dimas it's in an interesting place because it's kind of like IE, kind of LA edges, and like the OC scene isn't very far. So like, what was the first scene that you were like trying to break in?
Well, we started playing in like Fontana, Rialto a lot.
Yeah, mostly IE.
Moreno Valley.
Banning,
the Boonies. Yeah, back in Banning.
Well,
Our second backyard show ever was Beaumont, and it was pretty cool.
I feel like we kind of got like a cool thing in Banning and Beaumont area. Like it was.
That was our first pit. It was like.
Yeah, like where people were legit like moshing the whole entire time. It was like we were like stoked on it, and then like we'd come back every month or two, and it was just getting like bigger and just like, and we were like, dude, like we're digging it out here a lot.
The scene's big out there, but yeah. And they come out too, like our LA shows, people from Beaumont will come because we don't go out there anymore. There's no venues or anything. So.
Right. That's sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
So the IE was kind of like where you really built it out of.
For sure.
Fan base and stuff.
Kind of like home for us, like when we first started,
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was almost like Rialto, Fontana, which every weekend it was
Got
either Rialto, Fontana.
That's cool.
But it was always like going to be awesome shows. So, but
That's
IE
dope.
for sure.
Hell yeah, I'm from the IE, so like I love that. I love that stuff. I grew up in like Corona, Riverside.
Oh,
that's
sick.
So,
nice.
Riverside, we played there quite a few times.
Yeah, I like Riverside a lot.
Yeah, you guys just played the Beach Bum show. They're like in December or something.
The concert lounge.
The concert lounge,
Yeah, that.
They won't do weekend
nuts.
shows anymore. I wanted to book something there.
Really?
Yeah.
I think we ruined it for him.
Maybe.
Have you guys? Because I saw pictures of. Do you like crowd surf while playing guitar?
This guy just did that.
Okay.
That's his first time.
Yeah,
Tell me.
I don't know how that how does that even happen? Because I'd be so scared people like rip the cord.
He didn't even mean to, or
You
what?
just gotta commit.
Honestly,
Yeah.
that's why I never did it. I was worried like while during the song something was gonna happen to her. I'm like, I don't want to like to just be like, mush of noise. And at the show when I did, I just kind of walked down into the crowd and like I wasn't even expecting it. And someone started picking me up. I'm like, all right, I'm down. Let's do this right now. And it worked out good. And I got plopped back on the stage.
Nice.
Just plop.
Any injuries or anything?
Nah. Or
Maybe a sore bum.
yeah,
Sore
maybe
bum?
a sore bum.
He had trouble walking the next day.
Yeah. Sore bum, but that's about it.
Yeah. So you had mentioned like you hit up venues and stuff. So are you guys all kind of running it DIY right now, like getting your own shows and doing things like that?
That's how it's been lately. Yeah, we
From the
haven't.
start.
Yeah, I mean from the start. Yeah, we just network and
Bother people till they like us.
Yeah. Not really bother, but yeah, like Yeah, but yeah, lately it's been pretty much all us. And then
Nice.
we just got asked to play the Fox Theater in March 14th.
Oh,
So,
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's going to be nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Hell
sick.
yeah.
It'll be fun.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah. And were there any like mentors when you were getting into it that kind of helped guide you through the path? Like
The Red Pears.
The
were
Red Pears
chill.
for sure,
Yeah.
dude.
They helped you out.
They were like really good at just hanging out with us, and then like we got to know them pretty well and play some pretty cool shows with them. And then Beach Bums too, the same thing. Like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
got
they
to
always
know
gave
them.
us really good advice. Like, you
Yeah.
know, like hand out a bunch of free merch and just be nice to all your fans, which is a given, but like it's you know, they're so genuine and they talk to everyone after their shows and
Mhm.
like so yeah, we just kind of like followed in their footsteps, like
Yeah.
kind of naturally too. Like we're really nice people and like
Yeah.
we wanted to give out free merch, you know, and like it just made sense. And then so we just been doing that and
Right.
yeah, but they're sick, helped out a lot.
Yeah, both of them actually. Like I was talking to Jonathan, and he always talks you guys
Yeah.
up, and so does the Red Pears.
Oh
so
yeah,
that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
yeah, they're cool guys.
Yeah, the
Love
artist
them.
community is like, it's really important to have that. I feel like coming up, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, like I feel like when we were first like just meeting bands and like just checking out the scene, like it was like I felt like we were going to shows all the time when we weren't playing, just because it was like the environment
It
was
was fun.
awesome. It's like
Yeah.
we just just watching the other bands play and just like seeing what they do, helping them unload and stuff. It's just like I feel like everyone. I don't know. I just feel like everyone's just like having a good time and just. It's like you just want to be there, like contributing to
Yeah.
the good night kind of thing, and just but yeah, and just kind of networking was like the word of the day every day. and
Yeah.
it still is.
yeah. And you threw your own shows, right? They're like
Oh,
Halloween
yeah.
time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We made a little thing called Quesaboya Presents, and like it was like just some word.
It's our
we made up.
production company.
Yeah, but we've thrown quite a few shows. I feel like at least like it's like 6 or 7. Like
Like an EP release show for our My Cup of Tea EP in Chino.
Oh, yeah, it
that
was
was like
inside
our
of a
first
living
like
room.
show that we threw, and that was crazy. It was in a little house, and like
It was the second show we
Yeah.
threw. Remember the one in the basement?
Oh
that
yeah,
was the
that
first
in the
one.
basement,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
that
threw a
one
show
in Covina.
in the
That was
basement,
sick.
in a
Yeah.
basement in Covina,
in
and
the
Red
middle of
Pears.
summer. It was like so hot. I can't even describe how it was like a sauna in there, and
Yeah.
like after the band would be over, like everyone would be immediately out like in the backyard, and
Yeah.
Yeah, Red Pears played that aerial view. It was
Yeah.
pretty sick.
yeah, that was a good one. It was a
Hell
benefit
yeah.
show for a buddy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so it's been a little over a year since your debut album release, right?
Yeah.
So now that it's like been out for a while, what do you think you guys were like really trying to say with that album, or is it more of just like an introduction to who we are?
I like the introduction thing. I'll go with that.
It was like a bettering. It was a bettering of like what we were trying to achieve in the past, but we just couldn't find the right producers or the right style of what we wanted. And then like we finally met Paul, who like recorded Beach Bums, the Everything album.
Okay.
And then he just kind of really sat down with us and like aimed like really high on the sound, and then it just worked out pretty well and got a lot of the songs that like were previously recorded and just not as good, and like a more solidified aspect to our sound.
Yeah, a lot of those songs were old.
Yeah.
A couple of them we had written at his house, like
right
Rhodiola.
before, yeah.
Rose-
wow.
Yeah, and
yeah.
recorded it on the spot and then got it out, and like those are like
Oh,
kicked off
shit.
the streets, the self-titled song, and then
Yeah.
It was like 1 or 2 songs that we did
Rhodiola.
like that.
Yeah.
I feel like it was more so just getting like our songs together like on one album kind of thing, where it's like
Yeah.
we have an album that we could say that we have just to, because that was like like you were saying, like most of our old songs that we kind of picked the ones that we thought were our best ones, and we just put it on like something officially kind of thing, instead of having
Yeah.
so like sporadic and here and
Right.
there type
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
But yeah.
What
There's
was? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, one more thing. There's like a few messages in there going back to like what the album was about or whatever. Like there's just a few messages of like struggling with like addiction, and then like just kind of how our society is. There's a lot of songs about that, and just yeah.
Kind of get a feel for who we are.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Did music help with that type of stuff, like as an expression, addiction, things like that, going through life?
Definitely. When I first got sober, I was writing songs like crazy, and then he got sober shortly after me, and like we just started a band, and
That's
it was
cool.
pretty cool. And our other buddy who used to be in the band, who our good sir Milo replaced, he was addicted to drugs too with us, and we all got sober and just started a band. It was really, really cool.
That's
And,
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Super positive.
Like
Yeah.
when I was like living on the streets, and I had this like black composition book that I would just write thoughts in, and then but not just like quick little like just thoughts, and I always had it, but like, and then when we started playing music, I just started looking over them and just picking here and there, like, similar things. Started like, was able to write like lyrics for just like, even though I didn't have any, guitar to it or anything, but just like for multiple songs and a few that we play, like Breakdown, which we don't play anymore, but yeah, definitely music played a huge role where it's just like good outlet, instead of doing that, because man, that was like we were just saying like earlier, like just it's crazy, like it was like a life that we never lived because it was so long ago and just such a different, like a whole different life, and it's just crazy to, I'm just thankful to be out of it too.
Yeah, I feel so far away from it now.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Super positive.
Hell yeah.
That's great. So what was like the thing that got you into music then? Like, did you play guitar back then, or like how did you guys even start in the music? To everyone. Sorry. I'll hit you up
older
too.
brothers. Yeah, I had older brothers that used to play music, and I just picked up their instruments. But bass is what I fell in love with, so I kept on with that, and that's the only thing I've played for ever since. Ever.
Nice.
Yeah, I feel like in elementary school you were playing bass, weren't you, or something? Yeah. And then my dad gave me my first guitar when I was in the 5th grade and taught me, and then I didn't start playing like heavily till like high school though, and then.
But yeah, we were playing like our school talent shows. Like I remember him. Him and I didn't personally play together, like in the same thing, but like he would, the same night we were playing, like him and our buddy would cover a song, and then we'd play, but yeah, we were always playing and jamming and stuff, and but yeah.
How long have you been playing drums now?
And then my cousin got me into drums when I was like 6, and then I've been playing for like 14, 15 years.
Ooh,
fuck.
Yes.
That's it.
It definitely shows.
Yes.
Wait, what was the song that you said? Like, you guys don't play anymore?
Breakdown.
Breakdown, yeah.
Why not?
It's like, it's just a song that I don't like to play. And that's
It's a little different than our stuff nowadays, I think. I think we've moved away from that sound, but I think we should bring it back for the next album just to put it out.
So are you guys already writing new music?
We got a ton of new music out. It's gonna be sick. Like, it's not out yet, but it's in the works. And
We're gonna play one of those songs today, but
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Dope.
And that was written by Mr. Milo.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bass line and the.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Fuck
Big
yeah.
Kern over there.
What
Kern
is
County.
what are you guys' writing processes? Like, do you usually write a song on acoustic guitar and then like bring it to the rest of the band, or like what's?
That's how it is for me. We
we
kind of just
slap it
write
out.
on our own and then bring it to the table, and then we
Okay.
just mess with it. Yeah.
Got it.
Or at
Yeah.
practice, we'll be jamming. It's like, oh, we like that. Let's work on it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's been some of the new songs, just
It's almost
jamming
like a
at
mix
practice.
of like both.
Yeah.
The biggest song on Spotify is Halloween, right? Halloween Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, right?
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
most played.
What was the story of that one? When did you
I
guys
had a
write that?
girlfriend in Texas at the time, and I wrote a song for her, and it was that one. Yeah. Oh, so I was gonna go see her for my birthday, which it's in October. So I paid for my plane
Okay.
ticket to go see her, and I wrote the lyrics. Can't wait for Halloween time, because that's when I was gonna go see her. But
Yeah. And then it turned into a concert series, right? The Halloween Town
Oh
concerts.
yeah.
Nice.
And a lot of our new songs are starting to sound like a little spooky, so we're probably gonna like throw that one back on the
Oh, cool.
album, like
Yeah.
re-record it or something.
What's
Yeah.
up? Yeah, is the direction of the new music pretty different from the Kicked Off the Streets release, or is it kind of in the same vein?
It's the
It's
same, but a little darker,
a
and
little
then
dark
I'm
sounding.
sure he'll come up with a few punk songs to bring the rowdiness and
Nice.
There's definitely like an evolution between the two.
it's
Yeah.
all heavy and still like catchy, and it's our style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fast, grungy, and sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sick.
Rowdy.
Very smart. So album probably this year.
Maybe,
depends.
maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
We had an EP that came out not too long ago, so
Yeah,
we're kind of
still
sitting on
rolling.
that.
Just chill on that.
Well, I
yeah.
mean, we're only in January. I feel like an album's very possible. By
Very
the end of the
possible
year,
for
like,
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very
Maybe.
likely, even.
So you mentioned would bring in like the punk style. What
Yeah, or go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna ask, like, what kind of do each of you listen to, and like what aspects do each of you bring into the band?
Well, I for sure like I'm like definitely fast music, and like I've always been like heavy metal. Like I've been into the just heavy, like headbanging stuff, but fast for sure. And like I feel like that's where kind of like me and Carrick jived well because he was punk and like played fast already. So it was just like, hell yeah, I could work with this for sure.
That's dope.
I remember picking him up for our first practice when he started playing with it. It was like still in high school. It was just funny, like, but it's good times.
That's
Good
cool.
times.
Yeah. I've always just been into like crust punk and like death metal and just lots of like thrash and just fast shit. So yeah, like
Nice.
he said, we just clicked, and then Christian brought a lot of the grunge to the aspect, and
Oh yeah.
so it was a good balance. You know, our first practice was pretty funny because it was just us three, and I was just learned like one of their songs, and then they just showed me like two of their other ones, and then it was like we got them down right away.
That's
It was
dope.
And
fast.
then after about a month, we played our first show in 2015 in December.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's crazy. Every time that like day rolls around, I'm like, damn, that's like, because we played at the Doll Hut in Anaheim.
Oh, okay. That
Yeah,
was number one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so that was a fun night. It was pretty interesting.
It was just our whole family. That's it.
Yeah.
that's
I feel
when
like
waiting
that's what
outside
everyone's
the
first show is. Yeah.
Waiting outside the bars began for me.
I know. Carrick would always he could never go to the bar. So
I felt so bad.
He'd have to wait.
I'd be like
outside,
drunk and come outside, and this guy's just
chilling
What's
there.
up?
Like, we had to wait outside till we played. Then we play, and he'd have to immediately leave. Like he couldn't even hang out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
sorry,
sucks.
Carrick.
Are you 21 now?
Yeah, this year I changed.
Nice.
So
He's a big
2020
We're
is
so stoked on
the
that.
year of the drunk.
easy there, Karn.
You're good.
Borracho.
How was the birthday? Good birthday?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. We went to, it was in August, so we went to a local brewery and
Nice.
got drunk.
Love it.
Yeah.
And then, so what was like your
Music?
aspects? Yeah, or that you bring in.
I listened to a lot of punk, and then but inspired by like bands like Primus and Red Hot Chili Peppers and a lot of stuff like that.
That's dope.
And they're obviously all into the same stuff, so it's just fat perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, for real. That's great. And then you sing, right?
Yes.
Christian?
Mhm.
How was your experience as a singer? Like, when did you know that you had a good scream voice, a good sing voice? Like, how'd you figure that out?
I just know that I just knew that I could kind of sing, so I just stepped up to the plate. And I actually, I thought I sucked when we first started, like for sure. I listened to some of the old recordings, like even Laotian Sun EP. I just don't like it, but it started coming out over time. Like I could scream louder. Now I could, scream for like 30 minutes at practice, and I'll be fine.
Nice.
Back in the day, I'd like lose my voice and sound like.
Yeah, the
Remember
tea.
that?
You guys would make
I
tea
used to
every
have
single
to
time?
make tea.
Yeah.
That's how my cup of
To
tea
keep
came.
my voice. Yeah, that's how we wrote My Cup of Tea. But
Nice.
yeah, it took a couple years to really get my voice. Now I feel like it's, but always
Yeah.
evolving.
Yeah, hell yeah. So what's like the thing that you guys wanted to get out of this band when you started it? Like, what's kind of the thing that keeps you driven and all that stuff?
A rowdy fan base, and
Yeah.
that's definitely like keeping us driven. Like
Mm.
I love playing shows and just looking across the drums and seeing them, and then just seeing a crazy crowd just like going nuts in front of us, and like
Yeah.
people
It's
like
the best feeling in the
crowd surfing and
world.
shit. It's like nuts, and then watching him jump off, like shit. If I didn't play the drums, I'd be jumping off the stage the whole time too.
yeah.
I know, yeah, like I feel like when we first started, it's like I didn't even know what we were like trying to like do. Like it was almost like let's just like play music.
Just loved music, yeah.
Yeah, and then like we were like let's play some shows, and I feel like it's when we found out there was like a scene, and there's like actually like 6 shows going on. I remember like him and I when I went to the first backyard show, seeing the Beach Bums, and like it was the pit. I was like, dude, this
People
is
were
like,
jumping off the roof.
Yeah, it was like the craziest, coolest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, I want to do this. Like, why are we not doing this? And it was then I started slowly like just kind of seeing like the same bands and similar bands playing here and there, and it was just like, this is awesome. Like, there's like a scene, and
Yeah.
it's like, and then we just like that's where the networking came in. Just like, okay, now we got to figure out how to get on these shows because they're obviously not, it wasn't easy as just like getting on. So like,
Right.
it took us a while to get on like a 6 show, and then kind of like took off from there, and it was just like, this is awesome,
So that community of like the
Yeah.
backyard scene and just all the bands
seeing
coming up.
Yeah, almost like
Yeah.
some of the same people all the time, or same bands every weekend. It's just like getting there and just seeing the other bands. It's like, hell yeah, it's gonna be a good night. There's a gang of people here. It's like,
Hell yeah.
fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. That's cool. You have anything to add on that?
Oh
or-
yeah, I just like where we're at right now, and I know it's just gonna keep building. If we keep up the momentum, which we will. And yeah, I just love meeting our fans and just seeing how rowdy everyone can get, and the love that we are shown like after every show or during every show, you know, is just like unbelievable.
Yeah,
I don't think we ever thought we would get like to where we're at. We hoped, we always like manifested it and like imagined it, and we were like, fuck yeah, but now it's happening, and it's so sick.
Yeah, the fans are the drive for sure. Like it's like seeing how stoked they get, and like it's just like it's like dude, like I couldn't
getting
imagine
tattoos.
like letting them down or anything. It's just like I just want to like chill with them. It's just like where it's like this is awesome. Like everyone's just like I don't know. It's just for sure they're driving us to like keep going and just play more and
like walking in and then people are like, yo, when do you guys go on? Like right away, or like
That's cool.
like, you know, or like just going somewhere random and they're like, you're kicked off the streets. Like,
yeah.
That's so sick. Yeah, I saw a tattoo, right? Somebody got a tattoo.
There's
Yeah,
like
we've had a
4
few,
people
like,
with a
Wow.
tattoo of us.
That's so tight.
They might regret that in like 10 years.
like when we almost first started playing, this girl got like 2 like on her finger and her
Oh
arm.
yeah, little
shit.
stick and pokes. Yeah.
That's so
But,
cool.
like, yeah, totally. Like, what was cool was like on a cassette tape that KOTS on. I'm like, that shit looks sick.
It's a good idea.
That's sick. Cool, man. So what do you guys have coming up, or any like shout outs that you wanted to mention to your fans before we sign off?
Just we love you, and then come see us at the Fox Theater March 14th. Sad Girls headlining, High Curbs are on it, a few other really cool bands, Ignorant Benches that were on the show.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. it's
Oh, is
gonna
that
be
the
awesome.
minor league?
Yeah.
Minor league? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's gonna be rowdy.
Yeah, that looks nuts.
Can
Nice.
get rowdy with the boys.
come see us all year long.
Yeah, all year long. What do you got to say,
We'll keep
Millhouse?
it announcing.
Any final shout outs from you or anything?
Come on, Milo, round it out, baby.
Just,
Say hello to Mom.
the fans keep us going, and it's really exciting to see them every time. And yeah.
Friends and family, yeah. But so we're just stoked to see what this year brings and rock on, heavy metal.
It's
up
my
the
mom's
ass.
birthday. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mama.
Yeah, Milo.
And rest in peace,
Go
Kobe.
by.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's-
Kobe
yeah,
Bryant.
just died,
Rest in
man.
peace, Kobe.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
We,
It's really heavy. It's tough.
Yeah,
for
pretty
Kobe.
gnarly.
No
LA.
wonder it's a cloudy day.
It is.
true.
That's the
Cloudy
truth.
day in Los Angeles.
This is true.
Thank you, Chad, for having
man.
us. This is really
Of
cool.
course,
Thank
dude.
you.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming on. I'm like
Yeah.
curious how this is about to go down with the acoustic
Yeah.
set. 'Cause
Let's throw
I
it
don't know how you
down.
guys could play, but we'll see how it goes.
It's
I'm
gonna be
stoked.
interesting.
We tried
Yeah.
really hard.
I know.
I appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, stay tuned. And thank you to Topo Chico, as always.
We
Thanks for
like
the
you,
fridge and
brothers.
stuff.
We like you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
like you
guys are
all.
awesome.
Thank you for the sip.
Cool. We'll get into some music right now. Kicked Off Streets. Thank you.
Hi, we're KOTS. This one's called Millhouse. We're here chilling at Chad's pad, and we're gonna play it right now.
Take it away, Milo.
Girl, would you leave me alone? This lonely dark road you're on. Girl, would you leave me alone? The night's young and I don't wanna go home. Say that you never be alone. Say that you take me home. Say that you never be alone. Say that you take me home. kicked off the streets. This one's called Halloween Time. We felt so right when we both met. I know it was no coincidence. Now we sit here all alone, waiting for a text by the phone. I can't wait until you're all mine. I can't wait for Halloween time. Not a coincidence that we both met. Not by accident that we both kissed. We both get deja vu. We both get universal clues. I can't wait until you're all mine. I can't wait for Halloween time.
Commander Kern coming in from Kern County, and this is Laotian Sun.